All right, one more cast out in the middle, and then we'll throw a couple casts over here. Oh my God, did you see that? Good evening, YouTube. It's Dan back at it again with another episode of 302 Fishing. I'm super excited for this episode. Not necessarily for the fact that we may potentially catch fish today at this pond that we're getting ready to go to, or actually two of them, but because of what's in front of me right now. I've been searching high and low for a camera that is light enough that I can carry that will not cause any issues to my shoulders, because I don't have the strength to hold it up anymore because, again, you know, my rotator cuffs are just not the greatest anymore. But GoPro has stepped up their game, man. I had, look at my coworker right here, see her? He's just waving hi to me. Hi, Rama. So anyway, that's too much. But it's her community that we're actually in right now. So she waves at me every time I'm in here when she's driving by with her girlfriend. But GoPro 8, they have stepped up the game. Hyper Smooth is even silkier than ever as opposed to the 7. I'm still going to use the 7 on my chesty, but the main big factor that I bought this camera here is I don't have to have an aftermarket microphone on here. It actually has a front-facing microphone right on the camera itself. I've already checked the audio and it sounds amazing. So if you guys have been listening to this for a couple seconds and you like the audio, click a like, man, and drop a comment down below. I mean, let me know what you think about the audio in here. I think it sounds great for my standards, so I'm going to keep using it until I need to change up. We are right here at a community pond. It's right above my shoulder here. That's a nice little rectangular pond that's right next to some condos. And we are going to go across the street, which we're going to go ahead and point you to right now, which is right over here. There's a house that has a nice looking pond right here. There are some 3-pounders in these bodies of water. We're just going to go straight basic today, guys. We are going to go with a Senko and we're going to go with a spinnerbait. So let me get those baits tied on. We're going to throw a bunch of casts, and if we're lucky, we get some fish on. All right, let's see what kind of magic we can make happen here. So again, here we go. We got the Strike King Sexy Shad. I'm sticking with that color because it seems to be the one that's working the best right now. It's got a willow and a Colorado leaf blade on it. We'll toss that around, but we're going to first start off with plastics right now. We got a Yum Dinger. It's a red shad. It looks almost like an earthworm color, and we're going to go weightless with it here. Again, we're just going to let that thing float around. It's kind of chocolatey. The water right here I'm already looking at right now, but here is the wacky rig that we got going on right now with the Senko on it. But there are fish in here, believe it or not. There's some big ones in there, but I don't think I've done an episode where we had a decent sized one out of here at all, because I don't really come to this pond a lot. But it's only 2 minutes away from my place of business. And look, we got a fish on already. Look. One was already hitting as I was talking. That's how it usually works, guys. But we're just going to go with weightless and let that thing just flutter on down. All right, there's one here, right here. Look. I think he's just ripping on the end. You can see the swirl right there. He's still with it. Look at a little dink. We got to walk over to him here. He's sitting right on the edge. Whoa. He's over here somewhere, guys. Looks like he got in the water because he's not moving around anymore. If I see any grass moving around, I'll know it's him. But he couldn't have been any more bigger than that. But I think we need to get a little further out here so that we're not messing with the tiny ones. But at least we're getting bites right off the bat. That's a good thing. So it seems like summer still wants to kind of hang on. It's, again, just about 70 degrees, nice and comfortable. But next week, Mother Nature is going to remind us that it is fall. It's going to be well in the 60s, and it's going to be super chilly in the morning, especially this weekend right here. I'm going to get out there and try to fish, and got to carry the jacket because it's going to be cold, and it's hoodie weather. That's what it's supposed to be. But it's 1 week left in October, and really we should be freezing right now. But for whatever reason, it's not happening right now. Seems like this bait wants to kind of float right now. I kind of went with a cheaper Senko here, because again, they don't have the color that I like on a particular brand that I like, but this is Yum. Obviously, you know, you can get your $2.99 Yums at Walmart or wherever you go, but I usually, again, I keep reminding people I like Strike King. They always had a big row of them in Walmart, but for whatever reason, they don't have them there anymore. So we got to go with what's there and available, but we're currently getting some hits right here. Obviously not from the size that we want. But we'll keep playing this edge right here. I wouldn't think that this pond's only going to have fish that are bigger than a pencil. We may have to go with a weight on this because this thing's tending to float on me right now. I might have to go jigging it sideways so it doesn't rise and sit and float at the top. We'll probably do it that way, this way here, jig it sideways. Let's try to go over this way. It's been a while since I landed into a nice one, man, so it would be good to have anything between 3 and 5 pounds. Like I said, you saw that nice one I had with the lipless crankbait, but it took me a long while to get to that one throughout the season, because again, as I said, this weather has been goofy and these fish can't get really set on a certain pattern. Nice semi overcast day here, should work out well for us. The sun again is behind the clouds. It's getting ready to tuck down for sunset. I'm hoping that we have a good weekend weather-wise. Again, I promise you we're going to get out and do that square bill episode again, because I was, you know, a complete failure on that when we did the collaboration with the Orange 22 Fishing. But we're going to go on a pond that I didn't know was there when I was already at a pond in the same development, but Oakster turned me on to it, and we're going to revisit a location. Oh, here's a fish right here. Fish on. There you go. Nice. All right, 2 guys. They're liking that Senko there on the wacky rig. And I'm hoping none of these fish swallow this thing deeply, because I don't have pliers, man. But that was easy to take off. 2. She's gone. We'll throw 1 or 2 more casts out here since we've gotten a couple off of the Senko. And out here in the middle, we'll go ahead and toss that spinnerbait out there and see if they're willing to attack a fast-moving bait. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Fish on. All right. That's 3. Oh, he came off. Quick release. All right, so we know we're going to get some off the worm here, so let's go ahead and try to get that spinnerbait out there. I want to get that out of the way before the sun starts really falling, because I know I'm going to be able to get it with the plastics, but I'm just curious to see if these guys are willing to hit that spinnerbait. It is a great fall bait. I have one that's got like the shad color right on the blades here. Colorado and Willow is what we have on here. But let's get that out there and we'll see if they'll whack up on that spinnerbait. I'm going to do a medium retrieve. I'm not going to do anything super fast. Just enough to get it up off the ground and keep it mid-level on the water column. Be nice to have a good old smack up on that spinnerbait. I haven't used one in a while. Figured I'd buy one. Why not? It was cheap. I like the weight of this right here. There's really no effort to go ahead and turn this. The blades are spinning like nobody's business, creating a lot of havoc in the water, and these fish love that. One thing that I'm surprised at this year so far is we've not caught a lot of fish on the chatterbaits. I mean, usually Okie and I could kill it on that bait. But, you know, I've tossed it a few times and then, oh, is that a fish? That was something that tagged the back end of that spinnerbait. And we just have not had no luck. But like I said, we never had a lot of depth in some of these ponds because they're so shallow. This one seems like it's keeping its pond height pretty well. We did have some rain a couple days ago, so they got filled up a little bit more, but it was a complete downpour, like almost all day long. It didn't stop. It was relentless. I'd like to at least get one fish off the spinnerbait. That would make me happy. Oh, right there. Fish on. How can you call it, man? All right. So now we know both baits are working. That's the importance of the stinger, guys. So if it would have swiped this bait, it probably more than likely would have missed this bait. But because we have that stinger on there, I was able to catch that fish. Again, still small ones, but who cares? It's fish nonetheless. She's gone. So this right here on this side, the edge goes like kind of like this, about maybe a foot, and then automatically drops off right here. So that's why we're only playing right here, right along this edge where I think the fish will be at the drop off with the spinnerbait. And then I'll just get a little closer with the plastic. But something's going to be roaming around here, I'm sure. Oh, come on. There you go, fish on. Nice, getting a little bit bigger. All right. Spinnerbait's working. All right. Here we go. Hopefully they keep getting bigger. And she's gone. I think what I'm going to do right here, since I'm getting caught up on all these plants right here, I'm going to go down to the tubes that are down there. I don't know if you can see them off to the left here. But that way I can stand on top of them and I can cast easier along the shoreline, rather than futzing with these plants getting caught up in my line. All right, let's oh, look at that. Did you see that fish jump right up at that, guys? As I pulled it up, that fish leapt up out of there. It was a dink again. Holy crap. These little guys are aggressive today. All right, let's get ourselves out of here. And I'll show you the pipes that I'm talking about right here, because I'm curious. I want to cast that spinnerbait over and between these two fountains right here in that deep area, because I got a feeling there's a bass or two sitting right over there. But there's a pipe, two pipes right here, and they actually go into that pond right here, so these fish are free to go back and forth. But for the most part, that door is closed on that pond right there, so they stay right over here. It's only when that pond fills up that we open up both sides, so one side doesn't flood out more than the other. I saw a fish move right there. We are going to cast down here. You can see how much easier it is for me to go ahead and fish. I'm not jacked up with all the vegetation. I'm also going to try to flip right in front of these two tubes, see if there's anything in there too. But again, we're just going to flip back and forth with the baits, guys. So not too much commentary. Like I said, we got very little light that we have left right here. Got maybe half an hour at the most left of light. And the goal is to come up with something that's at least 3 pounds or heavier. All right, let's drop it right inside of the tube and see if there's anything sitting in there. Try inside there. That'd be pretty cool if we can pull one out. Come on, Dan. There you go. All right, let's get our spinnerbait back going again. Nothing in the pipes. Again, I'm curious to see if we can get anything in between these fountains here. But I don't want to spend too much time right here. We got another pond right behind us I got to jump onto it too as well. Something must have hit it. Kind of felt like a light tap, but you can see there's plumes right here. A fish must have darted off after it tried to swipe up on that bait. There we go, guys. I think that's the bottom. I think that might have been the bottom, guys. Yeah, oh man, I thought I had me one too. It's somebody else's fishing line. Look at this nonsense. Or actually, no, that's that mesh netting on these ponds that we see. Boy, I thought I had me a big old hit, man. You saw that tip bend over. Got me all excited, man. Make me have a heart attack. All right, so that spot's blown right there. So we got to turn around and work this side. We're going to throw a couple shots right in this area, a couple shots right here, and then we're going to go right over to this pond. It's right here, guys. All right, one more cast out in the middle, and then we'll throw a couple casts over here. Oh my God, did you see that? Holy crap, look at the size of this bass. Holy crap, guys, holy crap. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Holy Jesus. Hopefully we caught that monster jumping up on that bait. All right, guys, I gotta carefully get down here. Oh my God, yes. I told you there's a big one in here somewhere. Woo! Holy crap. I hope that was caught on camera, guys. You probably would have seen it already. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is a giant, man. This thing is filled up. Wait till you see the gut on this thing, guys. Oh, what a slob of a fish. Are you kidding me? Boom, look at that. Yes. Donkey, donkey, donkey. Or as I say, the big fat green bean bag. Nice, let's get the scale out. Right in front of that pipe, guys. Absolute insanity. Oh my God, look at the belly on that thing, man. Holy crap. Really, guys? Oh man. Here we go. Let's get it zeroed out. Well, we ain't got to worry about going to another pond. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna turn around. You can clearly see we're zeroed out. But an absolute monster. Oh my God. Here we go. What do we got? Close, guys, very close. 4.4 pounds, guys. Oh my God. That thing destroyed that spinnerbait. Fall bass fishing, guys. Wowie, wowie, wow. I love it. I have never caught a bass this big out of this pond ever. Usually maybe 2, possibly pushing 3 pounds. But this thing has beat the record in this pond for me, man. What a beast. I'm gonna have to drop her in, guys, because I have nowhere to go ahead and try to lean in. But here is the bait that she got caught on, which is the Strike King. The Strike King bass. It's gonna be Strike King Sexy Shad. Same colors I've been using for the square bills and as well the lipless, guys. Oh my God. One last look. Woo! Oh, she is biting down. She's ready to go. And she's gone. Boom. My heart is still palpitating, guys. Boy, so much so I had to check in at the hospital right over here, man. They might have to throw an EKG on me, man. They might have to check me into the ICU here at the hospital. But man, it almost had a heart attack when that fish just came racing right out of that pipe and smashing up on that spinnerbait, man. Sexy Shad. Boom. Just like that lipless crankbait. Sexy Shad. Boom. So we're gonna try that Sexy Shad trifecta when we do the square bill episode this weekend, and we'll see if we can pull that trifecta off, man. That would be awesome, man. Back to back to back 4-pounders off of that color, man. I love that color, that's why I use it all the time. Fall fishing, man. Bring out those big old fall monsters. You just literally saw right in front of your eyes. These fish are feeding still. So I'm gonna try to calm my nerves down, take my pretend nitro, and I'm gonna head up the road, go to work and calm down. And we're gonna get out there and actually fish and not be so super excited like I am right now. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I know I did, man. I thought it was gonna be a dink fest, but man, things just changed real quick, just like that. And that puts a smile on my face every single time. Like, subscribe, push that notification bell, and as always, guys, fish on.